In this video, we'll be sketching the graph of a cosine function. These are the guidelines for sketching graphs of sine and cosine functions. If you've not already done so, press pause to copy these guidelines into your notes. When you're ready to continue, press play. The problem that we'll be looking at is to sketch the graph of y equals -2 plus 3 cosine 2x. Now we're going to compare this to this generic equation. Notice that I have a number added to the front of my 3 cosine 2x, so that's the value of c. And I'm going to rewrite the back of this so that we can find the value of b and the value of d. So my equation rewritten is y equals -2 plus 3 cosine, and then my coefficient of x is my b value, and I can write the x minus 0. So this gives me a b value of 2. That was step 1. Step 2, I want to find the amplitude, and that is the coefficient of my cosine. So my amplitude is the absolute value of 3, which is 3, and it's a positive cosine curve. Then I need the period. We find the period with 2 pi over b, and I found that b was 2, so my period is just pi. Then I need to find the vertical translation, which is the up and down movement, and I see that I have a -2 added to my function, so that would be down 2. And then my phase shift, which is the left and right movement, is the d value, which is 0, since we have nothing subtracted from x. My next step is to get the graph ready and draw the guidelines in. Alright, my vertical translation, I'm moving everything down 2. So let's label this. My center line then is going to be at -2. Then my amplitude is 3, so that means -2 plus 3 puts a maximum at 1. And my minimum, -2 minus 3, is going to put a minimum at -5. The next step is to find the beginning x value. We'll start at, my phase shift is 0, so it looks like I'll be starting at 0. And then I need to take my period and divide it by 4. So pi over 4 gives me 0 starting, and then add pi over 4, and then add pi over 4 again, and again, and again. So this will be one period. I'm going to label my x-axis, but I'll be plotting around the center line. So it looks like I'm ready to graph. I'm graphing a cosine curve, and it's positive. So I'll start at the maximum guideline at x equals 0. And then at pi over 4, I have to hit the center line. Remember, our center line is down here. And then at 2 pi over 4, I hit the minimum. And then the center line. And then the max. I can continue. And if I continue to the left, connecting these dots will give me my cosine curve.